Bunjie. And we are off. Yes, still wearing the Death by Bunjie hat. And we are headed to, we're going to put our seatbelt on because we are not home. We are in Maryland, in the old mine state. I'm sure they got rules about that. Rules! Rules! That is what we live by. I am going to go get myself some Dunkin'. They happen to have that down here, and that's a rule too. How about that? I'm in a good mood, and I haven't even had any Dunkin' yet. How about that? So, I'm going to go get my Dunkin'. I'm going to get myself a big old iced coffee or cold brew or something tasty like that. And then I am going to head to a Whitetail stand this morning. It is before 6 o'clock in the morning. Can you believe that? The sun is already starting to share its light with the world. That's not good. It means I should have left half an hour earlier, I'm thinking. But I can get in the stand here. We'll fool some whitetails, right? We don't have to fool all of them. Just one or two. Just one or two, right? That's how I roll. A deer catches me on the way to the stand. Well, that's just not the deer I'm hunting. How about that? I'm hunting the other one. Last night was a good night. Got it done. The Black Widow, finally. The curse of Bunjie. Is it lifted? I think yes. I think yes. Being able to get a deer on the ground with the Black Widow, all that fretting and nervousness over shooting that, in the moment of truth, it mattered not. It did not matter whatsoever. I pulled the trigger, shot that deer. The arrow went exactly where I asked it to go, where I hoped it would go, and we made a perfect shot. But anyway, day number 2 of Maryland starts now. People moving in from out of town. I gotta take it back. You subdivide my grandpa's property. You put posted signs on every tree. You try to make it look like it's a city. You can try, but you can't change me. Change. Why can't everything stay the same? I don't want to change. Why can't everything stay the same? One day even more showed up. A whole new batch. Gotta protect my heritage. I gotta start from scratch. Trucks and cowboy hats all around my town. It's like a beehive. 610 and 215 became 469 and 405. I don't want to change. Why can't everything stay the same? I don't want to change. Why can't everything stay the same? a bunch of turkeys coming through. I think the deer are done for the morning. They have moved off to chew their cuds. No bucks came in. But the turkeys are still alive and kicking. I am going to decock my crossbow. I don't have to shoot it. Imagine that. First time I have ever decocked the Black Widow in a tree stand. A good sign. I'm going to head back to the hotel and get some rest for tonight. We are going back for more. Back for more. My final sit in Maryland 2025. Well, probably not. But my final sit for this trip. And that means tonight is my last chance at a big old male deer. Okay, a male cervid. Shot a really nice Sika hind. Very proud of that. Man, the Black Widow. What a machine. What a machine. Did you see that? It dropped that hind like a sack of potatoes, didn't it? It dropped it like a rifle shot. Just like it got blistered by a 30-06 or something is what I'm thinking. Haven't seen that kind of kinetic energy disbursement since my rifle days. Wow, that 3-inch hacker. It had all that momentum going in there, but that kinetic energy that was delivered at the target actually went right straight through the target and was delivered right to that opposite shoulder, dislocating that shoulder, pulling that shoulder apart, and dropping that deer on the spot. Now, this is a small deer, right? This is a small deer. I get that. This is a fawn Sika deer, weighed 30, 40 pounds, probably, something like that. But still pretty good. You know, a little target like that, right? It was a little target. So give me some credit. But I'm down to the bottom of my camo selection. I am going to get some Dunkin'. I'm going to wash the truck, get the blood out of the back of the truck. And then I'm going to go sit for an afternoon and see what happens. We're going to see what happens. And maybe we get on another deer. Who knows? Saw some deer this morning. Had a really nice sit this morning. But I don't think I want to shoot another doe just yet. That spot has some bucks in it. I am told there is a camera there. My guide is confident that if given the opportunity, a buck will come in there. And I think those does act as bait. They go in there and they're eating the bait. And then they make all the other deer think, oh, it's safe to go in there. And the buck will come by and he'll be like, hey, quit eating my corn. And he'll come in there and act like a bully. And I will blister him. That's what I'm hoping will happen. We're right at the week where those bachelor groups start breaking up. The bachelor bucks start breaking up those groups. So it isn't like you'll see 3 bucks coming in. You might, but those bucks aren't going to run in groups right now so much. I think we're going to have maybe one coming in later in the evening. The velvet's coming off, or it's already off. And what are you going to do? I think we'll get in there and we're just going to wait till that illegal shooting light. And if it's a doe, so be it. If it's a buck, maybe we'll get it done. We'll find out. There's only one way to find out, and that is to get out there and do it, right? This is what you got to do when you're hunting Sika deer and stuff. When you go down through that brackish water, it's a mixture of salt water and it's like 50% salt water, and it can really destroy the undercarriage of your truck and whatnot. So I like to soak it good. Plus I've got blood in the back of the truck. That's a good night, right? That means it's a good night. But this place is lit up, huh? You could just spray water on the truck. All right, doing a roundabout in a parking lot. Man, Maryland loves its roundabouts. Right now, there's somebody on there.
They're a lot safer. They're a lot safer.
Yeah, okay. Slowing down traffic. If that's the nature of safety, then so be it. I got my Duncan. Oh, yeah. I am doing another morning hunt. No traffic at all, so I don't have to worry about that at all. But man, am I getting a late start. I forgot I had to pack, and I'm out of the hotel room. I actually packed all my goodies, and I'm all packed up. Stuff's in the back, stuff's in the truck. I've got my hunting clothes on. I'm actually going to hunt this morning. Normally, I would just pack up and leisurely drive home, and that was my plan. And then last night, I got out of the stand. All I saw was that little fawn coming in there. My buddy down here that sets me up with all these hunts, he's like, they're in there in the morning, but at night, they're hitting the soybeans still. They're hitting all the agricultural crops around here. Corn is kind of between some of the bedding areas that these deer use and the beans. Right about now, they're leaving the beans, and all I got to do is beat them to the corn. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go over and hunt this morning and see if a big buck or somebody comes in. I might shoot a doe. I don't know. The last minute decision, decide if we're going to shoot something or not. My little fawn. There goes my little buddy. Deer are already down there. I'm kicking them off, but they might come back. We will find out. Still sit a couple of hours and see how we make out. Should have packed up last night, but I didn't want to leave stuff in the truck overnight. We'll let them run out of here. I'm coming back in a couple of weeks anyway, so it'll die down before I come back. Looking right at me. Right on the other side of the field. You stand there too long, you might get an arrow. Oh man, they're blowing and everything. Man, she's still standing there. I mean, that's a 50-yard shot. I can do that off my knee. I mean, she's practically asking for it. The layup of a shot. I could just set up, but I don't have a tripod or anything to film it. Let's get in the stand. tree stand. Backpack. Black Widow. Take the Black Widow for a walk. How about that? And go check out our deer. Look at that. I think blood trailing is my favorite part of hunting. It's one of my favorite things ever. Man, the first time I've been over here, There's our trail camera from our guide. Here's the corn pile. Put the Black Widow down there. Man, so what did we do? Right in where I was aiming. Right there. Right there. That's where the shot was. So our track job is from here to here. All right. But yeah, there's your 1-inch Swahacker entrance wound. If you're wondering about what do these things open up, I'm about to find out. So we roll her over. Come on, lady. Lady friend. Oh, roll her over. Right there's your exit wound. So it went out high. Yeah, she was angled down, if you remember correctly. She was eating. She had her head down. So that is that. But yeah, so it went right through that shoulder blade by the looks of things. Now, arrow-wise, I think that arrow veered off to the left. So we're just going to look. In fact, holy cow, when I talk about backstops, I'm not kidding. Check that out. I love you, Burt Coyote Luminoc. That thing is 40 yards from here. 40 yards after hitting that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Who needs a rangefinder? How amazing is that? Man, she wadded that up. That is what happens. It goes through. It doesn't like it, but it goes through. Ferrule, still nice and straight. Probably could spin it and find out. Could be used reusable. Those blades are not reusable, but that's what happens when it goes through a shoulder. We got lots of blood on the veins, lots of blood on the arrow. What a perfect morning. I don't think it's a problem. I think I could come back down here at the end of the month in a couple of weeks and maybe get a repeat performance out of the Ravin R29X in this lovely tree stand. Maryland might provide once again. Who knows? She sure is heavier than that sea gator, that's for sure. And we are off once again, heading back to my home in northeastern Pennsylvania. How about that? I am at the service station making my last stop. About 2 hours left in this journey, and Maryland is complete. What a great morning. You saw it. You saw it. Nothing says Maryland in my book better than a perfect shot on a whitetail doe. Man, I love it. I love it. So that is why I go down here to get the preseason jitters worked out. I've been doing this long enough. I really don't have jitters so much anymore. That's not so much of a problem. But when you're using the Black Widow, right? When you're using a ultra modern or super modern era of crossbows, I've been a little nervous around that crossbow, haven't I? But that worked out just fine. So I'm very happy about that. And hopefully you had a good video here. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I am headed back to Maryland before the end of this crossbow season. So stay tuned for that. Genevieve and I have a trip planned in Ohio. We're going to go out there and do a little big buck hunting out there. We'll have to wait and see what crossbow I take with me. That's another surprise to wait for, isn't it? Maybe not, because I feel like right now, if I had to pick, it's going to be the Black Widow. Until next time, all hail Bunjie.